So in part B, Julio called the 20 managers and collected some data for the mean price. We have this summary of the statistics, and we want to examine some characteristics. In part 1, we need to describe the shape of the distribution, and well, what we can say is that it is skewed right. Skewed right. The reason we can say this is because the mean is slightly larger than the median. So the mean is larger than Q2, which means that more of the data points are generally on the right side of at the higher 50% of the data. And then we need to use the IQR rule to determine whether there are any outliers. So what we can say is that we can calculate the lower and upper bounds. So the lower bound is going to be Q1 minus 1.5 times the IQR. And then IQR is obviously going to be the difference between Q3 and Q1. So this will be 4.51 for Q1 minus 1.5 times the difference of Q3 and Q1 minus 4.51. This is equal to 6.9225. And then the higher bound is going to be Q3 plus 1.5 times the IQR. So this will be 5.475 plus 1.5 times the same IQR, which will give us 6.9225. And then obviously I will notice that I miswrote it. So this is supposed to be 3.0625. So what we need to see here is, are there any values that are outside of this range? And what we can see that the lowest value is 4.25. So the minimum is 4.25. That's above the lower bound, and the highest value is like 6.5 something. That's smaller than the higher bound, so there are no outliers. There are no numbers that lie outside of this range.